Touratech. Technology made for adventure.
Hi, I'm Paul with Touratech USA. We're at the Intermot trade show here in Cologne, Germany. This is the new BMW R1200 RT, the water-cooled version, and we've got some exciting parts for this. Tank bag is the most important one in this area of the motorcycle. It's shaped to specifically fit the shape of the bodywork on this motorcycle. So it fits nice and secure, it doesn't move around. We've also got a nice handlebar bag here. Gives you additional storage, waterproof zippers and things like that. And we've also got a tail pack, two different tail packs that give you more storage capacity on this bike. The part that I'm most excited about for this motorcycle is the lower crash bar. It's a very robust crash bar, just like on our GS model. It's designed to protect the cylinder head, but also equally important, this is designed to protect the luggage system. When the motorcycle, if the motorcycle is to tip over, this stops the bike before the impact happens on the luggage. So that's a hidden benefit. The other thing I really like is the upper crash bar. It gives it a little more industrial look. It also gives you a place to mount additional storage, bags. You can also mount lights and things like that. And it just gives it a cool look, but also protects the very expensive bodywork that are on this motorcycle. I think there's no other company on earth that spent as much time wearing a motorcycle helmet on motorcycle adventures as the team at Touratech. And they've developed a helmet that's purpose-built for adventure touring. One of the coolest things about it is that it's made out of carbon fiber. So this is an extremely lightweight helmet. They've thought through every feature to fit what adventure riders need, from the venting to the visor. This visor is designed to have a lot of airflow. You can see there's large openings on the helmet, and that lets the air flow. One of the biggest issues we have with conventional adventure helmets is that the wind really grabs that top visor and it pulls your neck and puts a lot of strain on it, and after long days in the saddle you get pretty fatigued. This helmet's lightweight, the visor doesn't grab the air, so it makes things very comfortable. The other thing that's unique about this helmet is that it's modular. So this helmet can be set up for street mode, where you take the visor off and it's just the perfect street helmet. Then you can also reinstall the visor, and then you're in more of a dual sport mode. And then you can even take the windscreen off of this and go with a set of goggles, so you're in full off-road mode. It's set up already for quick straps. It's got a removable button here for the quick strap mechanism to join in. So one of the neat things about the liner on this, it's of course machine washable, so you can keep it clean. It's got cutouts for earbuds, so if you're running a comm system, it's set up for that. The cheek pads are going to come in a number of sizes, so you can get it to fit you and your shape. It's also got quick release cheek pads, so in the event of an accident, for safety, it can be removed without moving your head. So every little detail about this has been thought out. The vent system is very easy to use. You can just push it in while you're riding. You don't even have to stop. So all around, it's a great package, and I think it's the perfect solution for adventure touring. A product category for Touratech that we're very excited about is the new fork cartridge system. This is something that we asked for a few years ago when we got our first Touratech shocks. This is for the F800 GS. So this is a perfect match to an extreme or an expedition rear shock. What this gives you is a complete fork cartridge system. So on a stock F800 GS, you just simply take out the existing OEM internals and you drop in this cartridge system. It just drops right in. There's a bolt that goes on the bottom. It gives you compression adjustment. It gives you rebound damping adjustment. It's also got a preload adjustment so you can get it dialed in, and it completely transforms the way the bike rides. I just finished the Idaho Backcountry Discovery route. I had a Touratech Extreme shock on the rear and I had this new cartridge system in the front, and it is phenomenal. It makes your adventure bike feel like a dirt bike. It gives you this planted feeling. You just have this incredible connection to the road. You'll never bottom it out. It's got a PDS system inside of it where when it gets to the end of the stroke, there's a cup down here that's full of oil. It's like a hydraulic pillow that keeps it from bottoming out. And really the best thing about this is it is a closed cartridge system. So the oil that does the damping on this is separate from the oil that does the lubrication. So if you ever blow out a fork seal, like I've done in the past quite a bit, on the regular forks I lost my damping and I had to slow down, and it really ruined my ride. With this, if a fork seal is blown, it has no impact on the damping because the damping is an internal closed system, and so you're sure to not compromise your ride with a blown seal. So it's really the ultimate upgrade for the F800 GS, and we're very excited about it. This is the latest from Honda. This is the Honda NC750, and Touratech's created a product range for this. Starting with protection, we've got crash bars that protect the expensive bodywork, allow this to really be an adventure motorcycle. We've got a range of seats for this bike, things that improve comfort for touring, breathable seat that keeps you dry. There's also going to be different heights, so if you're a taller person, you can have a tall seat. We've got the Zega Pro pannier system for this, and also Touratech suspension. So the suspension is important because it's got 50% more preload than any other shock on the market. So when you load this bike up with luggage to do a tour, you can turn this knob and increase the preload to get the bike back up to level. That and the damping is set up for carrying loads for adventure touring. So out of the box, this shock will totally transform the way the bike rides. So we're excited about this new bike. There hasn't been a lot from Honda in the adventure segment, but we're excited that Touratech's got this one covered. I'd like to show you a few of the highlights on the Suzuki V-Strom 1000. Of course, Touratech, we make a luggage system for this. It's got stainless steel racks, and you can choose from the Zega Pro or the Zega Pro 2 pannier system. For protection, we've got this great stainless steel crash bar that protects the whole front of the motorcycle, protects the bodywork, gives you a place to mount lights. And then on the underside, we've got an Expedition skid plate, and this has got 3 levels of protection. It's got a stainless steel base plate, it's got a 4mm skeleton shell of aluminum, and then it's got a plastic slider underneath it. And this part's important because the exhaust is very exposed on this motorcycle, so this will keep you from damaging your exhaust and compromising your trip from a log or a stick or a rock or something like that. And in addition to that, we've also got tank bag and rear luggage for it. The tank bag, like all the rest of them, is shaped for the specific form of the bodywork, so it's a great way to go. It'll stay on the bike, it doesn't move around, and these are just great solutions that allow your V-Strom to be just the right travel partner for you. Another example of how the R&D team over at Touratech in Germany can take a crazy idea and make it become reality. This is an F800 GS motorcycle that's been reworked to be an off-road race bike, sort of a concept bike. It's got the Touratech cartridge system in it, so this is like a shock in the fork. It's a closed cartridge system, so it's got fantastic damping. It makes the adventure bike handle more like a dirt bike. They've eliminated one of the brake rotors, so it's more of an off-road feel. And then it's got a completely new plastic and bodywork package that allow it to look more like a dirt bike. So they've dropped some weight, they've leaned it out and made this thing into an off-road race concept F800. So I would really like to bring this home with me and park it in my garage and do some of the local off-road races with it. From time to time at Touratech, we like to do some crazy project. One of the most recent ones is this F800 GS Adventure that we've put an oversized fuel tank on. So the goal of this project was to give a motorcycle that could go 1,000 kilometers, so over 600 miles on a single fill-up of gas. So if you get this tank for your F800 GS Adventure, you could do the Washington Backcountry Discovery route with 1 fuel stop.